Hello friends, my name is Taufik and you're watching my channel Graphics 10. So in this video in CorelDRAW we are going to see a very interesting tool called as the blend tool, which is over here, the blend tool, and which is also widely used in various ways. So let us first discuss about the basics of this particular tool, the blend tool. So for that I will create couple of shapes. The shapes doesn't have to be similar, so I will draw a rectangle and I will draw a circle. So basically blend means it will blend color as well as the shapes into one another. So I have created two shapes and using the blend tool, which is over here, or you can also use the blend panel, which is you can activate or you can start by pressing into the effects menu and blend. So you can either use the blend panel or you can simply use the blend tool. So right now I'm going to use the blend tool. So I have selected the blend tool and simply click and drag onto the other object, so it will blend the color as well as the shape. So to begin with, we have some basic properties, like we have presets. You can use presets which are already given, or you have some different properties like this one. So this will decide how many steps do you want in the two objects that you have created the blend of. So presently it is 20 steps, so if you increase, as you can clearly see, it will also increase the steps. Then we have this particular option called as blend direction, which will, like you can see, it is basically twisting the blend, as you can clearly see. But if you want different effect, you can turn on this option, loop blend. So it will basically blend, or rather bend the blend, and it will look something like this. So you can use this particular option like this. If you turn this off, then it will blend in a, or it will rather twist in a different way. And these are the path properties that we are going to discuss later on. We are presently looking at the basics. Then we have the color blend. This is the direct blend. So one color is blend into another color. That is why it is called as direct blend. Then we have clockwise blend, which will give us the spectrum colors. Again, counterclockwise blend. Again, in reverse, colors in reverse, spectrum colors. Then we have some options like acceleration. As you can see, the color is accelerating from one end to the other end. So presently the color and the steps, these are interlocked. So if I change one, other will also change. As you can see, the color acceleration has gone into one side. As you can see, this color is highly dense in one side and not so dense in the other side. So if I, let's say, turn this off, and so this is only object, as you can see, only the object is accelerating. And if I change the color, then only color will accelerate. So you can keep it as per your convenience or as per your requirement. So I will keep it to default. Then we have some other options like map nodes or split nodes, and these are very interesting. So now, as you can see, this node is mapped to. So for this, what I'll do is I will create similar shapes. So this is one shape, and let's say I will create similar shapes so that you will understand what that option is really. So I'll again create a blend. Now, as you can see, this node or this point is connected to this point because they are in a straight line. So if I choose this, now this is connected to that, but if I map this particular node to this node, then it will change because this is connected to, I will show you again. Now this node is connected to this node, but presently we are not able to see it, but it is there. The node is there, but what will happen if I connect this node to some other node which is present on the opposite side. Let's say what I'll have to do is I have to simply click over here and drag it, as you can see now. So let's see if I drag it to here, click. So this node is connected to the bottom node. That's why we will get a different structure altogether. But what will happen if I map the node to this node? Because if I map it to this one, then it won't change because they are in the straight line. But the change will happen only if I map it to some other nodes which are present on the opposite side. So let's say again, if I click over here and I map it to, let's say here, simply you have to click and you can release the click and click. So this node is connected to that node. That's why you can see the shape is very different. So this is basically the map node option, as you have seen. And split means it will split. Simply it will split the blend. So as you can see, there is a split over here. There are two starts, so this is basically split. There are two sides now basically. So this is called as the split node option. Again we have, I will create one more time, this one and maybe some other color so that we will understand clearly. So these are the map nodes. And now if you want to start, like if you want to start, you don't want the start from here, then you can choose new start simply. So what I'll do is I will first, rather than starting, I will choose the end. So I want new end. So what I'll do is I have to create a object first. So let's say this object, I almost forgot. And let's say if I want new start, then and it has to be behind. So this is not behind, so I'll take it behind. Control end. You almost forget it sometimes. New start. So this is basically new start. And if you want new end, same thing. New end. And for the end, it has to be in front. So home. So these are again basics. New end. So it will end at the new point. So these are, but these are not very much used. That's why I also forgot some things, because these are not generally used, but the properties are there. And so these are basically the some basic properties of the blend tool. So how to use this? So the applications are so much. So we will discuss the application, or we will make some advanced tutorials on this particular tool, but for now I will show some examples. So again I will create a circle and I will color it using the interactive fill tool. So I will color it, so let's say orange color, a little bit darker, and then I will apply yellow color. Looks good. And I will remove the outline, and I will take a copy of this one and blend. Now what I'll do is I will increase the steps to, let's say, 150. So the steps are almost invisible, or they are not, they are merged. So I'll take a copy, another copy, and what I'll do is I will create or try to create letters by using the freehand tool, and I'll draw, say this is A, Now again go to the blend tool, select the blend tool, and now choose this option new path and simply click on this path and simply adjust according to your liking like this. So as you can see, this is how it looks. So what I'll do is I will decrease the size a little bit of this blend. So I will create a smaller circle. So let's say this, the size again, orange and yellow again. Blend steps 150. Do the same thing, copy, so that I can use them for future. Blend, new path, and click over here. So this looks better. This is how it looks. And if you don't want this line, simply select the shape tool, it will disappear. So this is how it will look. And if you want to change the ending, so let's say if you want this end at the bottom, so simply choose the shape tool, click on the last shape and simply press Control end or Control page down, or if you are using Mac then Command page down. So this will change, and if you want it again upwards or at the top, then Command or Control Home. So this is how it will look. So I will create another letter, or try to create another letter, maybe B. So again select this one, blend, again new path, and click over here. So this is how it will look. Again shape tool, click, and simply Control page down, so it will go behind. Again if you want this at the back, this one, shape tool, Control page down. So this is how it will look. So the C is remaining, only C. So I can simply use, or you can simply do this. You can also apply it on a ready-made shape like this. So this is how it will look. I will create a smaller circle. So it depends totally upon you how you want to draw it. This looks good actually. And click. Now if you want to separate this, you can simply click and go to object and break blend apart, so it will be broken separately. So this is how it will look. And you can always use different colors, you can always use different shapes, and you can also create your own outlines. So this is very easy to apply, and we will, as I mentioned earlier, we will see how. And if you want to decrease the blend properties, the steps, you can always decrease so that the steps are visible if you want them to be visible like this. So this is basically the blend option. You can blend different objects, same object, it doesn't really matter. You can also blend, I'll show you, text as well, not an issue. So basically you can also blend the text. So this is how it will look. Blend. So I hope you understand this, and I hope you like the video. So I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye and cheers.